1 in 3 seniors will lose nearly 30% of their leg strength in the next 10 years, and most won't even know it's happening. Not because of age, but because the body is quietly breaking down from the inside. No swelling, no pain, no warning signs. Just one day you're holding onto furniture to stay balanced. The next, it takes both hands just to stand from a chair. What if I told you this isn't aging? What if the weakness in your legs is actually one of the first signs of a preventable condition called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss that starts long before you feel it? The good news is you can fight back, and you don't need a gym, a trainer, or a single squat. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how 3 simple, powerful nutrients taken at the right time can restore your balance, rebuild leg strength, and help you move like yourself again. Backed by clinical research, trusted by doctors, and working for seniors just like you. So if you've been feeling slower, weaker, or less steady lately, this might be the most important thing you hear all year. Stay with me until the end, because your independence may depend on it. Let's break it down. After the age of 60, your body starts to change in ways that aren't always obvious until they are. One of the most silent but serious changes is something called sarcopenia. It sounds complicated, but it's really just a fancy word for muscle loss due to aging. And here's the kicker, it often starts with your legs. You might be eating the same, sleeping the same, and living your usual routine. But over time, you may notice your legs feel heavier. Standing up becomes a 2-step process. Walking upstairs feels like climbing a mountain. And balancing on one foot while putting on a sock, forget it. This slow breakdown of strength isn't just frustrating, it's dangerous. It increases your risk of falling, limits your independence, and chips away at your confidence. Now here's where it gets real. According to the American Geriatric Society, seniors over 60 lose 1 to 3% of their muscle mass every year, even if they feel okay. That means in just 5 years, you could lose up to 15% of your leg strength and not even realize it's happening. It sneaks up on you. So what's behind this loss? 3 main culprits. First, vitamin deficiencies. As we age, our stomachs produce less acid, making it harder to absorb nutrients like vitamin D, B12, and thiamine. These are the nutrients your muscles and nerves desperately need to function. Second, reduced blood circulation. Your legs simply aren't getting the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong. And third, inactivity. Less movement means muscles shrink. And even when you do move, your body can't rebuild those muscles without the right fuel. But don't worry, there's good news. And it starts with awareness. Let's dive into how you can turn things around. Let's start with one of the most overlooked yet powerful vitamins your body needs after 60, vitamin D3. This isn't just a typical supplement. Think of it as the ignition key for your body's engine. Without it, nothing runs the way it should. Vitamin D3 plays a central role in keeping your bones strong, your muscles responsive, and your balance steady. It's like flipping the master switch that powers your entire movement system. After 60, your body's ability to produce vitamin D3 drops sharply. Why? Because your skin gets thinner, your kidneys and liver become less efficient, and you likely spend less time in the sun. The result? Your body starts to lose the signal. That's when you begin to feel sluggish, off balance, and unusually weak, especially in your legs. Here's the part that most people miss. Vitamin D3 doesn't just help absorb calcium for bone health. It also affects your muscle fibers. It helps them contract properly, react quickly, and regenerate after movement. Without it, even the most basic tasks like standing up, walking across the room, or lifting your legs to climb stairs become labored. And most people don't realize that these difficulties might stem from one simple deficiency. You may be wondering how to know if you're low on D3. The signs are subtle but very real: leg cramps at night, soreness in your hips or knees, feeling unsteady on your feet, and needing extra effort to move. Some people even report sleep disturbances, anxiety, or low mood, all of which can be connected to low D3. Now, let's talk about proof. A study from the University of Birmingham in the UK found that seniors over 65 who took 800 IU of vitamin D3 for just 5 days improved their leg strength by an average of 19%. Another study in China showed that seniors who added vitamin D3 and did light exercise gained better balance and coordination. And at Harvard's Geriatric Research Center, they found that seniors with low D3 levels were 40% more likely to fall or be hospitalized. That's not just a statistic, that's your independence on the line. So how much do you actually need? For healthy adults over 60, experts recommend between 800 to 1,000 IU per day. If you've had a history of falls or signs of frailty, the dose may go up to 1,500 or even 2,000 IU daily. But here's the catch: it's not just about what you take, but when and how. Since vitamin D3 is fat-soluble, it needs to be taken with a meal that includes healthy fat like salmon, eggs, nuts, or olive oil for maximum absorption. And it's best taken in the morning or early afternoon. Taking it at night can interfere with your sleep. Can you get enough from food alone? In theory, yes, but practically, it's tough. You'd need to eat fatty fish like mackerel or salmon almost daily, drink multiple glasses of fortified milk, and eat several eggs each day just to hit the minimum dosage. For most people, a supplement becomes the smart, reliable choice. But even supplements need to be handled wisely. Too much vitamin D3, especially above 4,000 IU daily, for extended periods, can cause problems like nausea, constipation, kidney stones, or irregular heart rhythms. Always talk to your doctor before starting a new supplement, especially if you have kidney or liver issues. The bottom line: vitamin D3 is essential. It helps keep you mobile, balanced, and confident in your movements. It's not about popping a pill and expecting miracles. It's about turning the lights back on in a system that's been gradually dimming with age. So if your legs feel heavy, your steps feel uncertain, or your energy is fading, this could be your wake-up call. Let's talk about a vitamin that doesn't get nearly enough attention: vitamin B12. When people think about B12, they usually think of memory or energy. But what most seniors don't realize is that B12 plays a critical role in how your legs move and respond. It's essentially the messenger that keeps your brain and muscles in constant conversation. And when that line of communication breaks down, the results can be frustrating and even dangerous. Have you ever stood up and felt like your legs were asleep or not quite connected to the rest of your body, that odd buzzing in your feet, the tingling, or even a slight numbness? Those aren't just quirks of aging. They're your body's way of waving a red flag, trying to tell you something is off. Often, that something is a lack of B12. B12 helps maintain the protective sheath around your nerves, which is like insulation on an electrical wire. Without it, your nerves short-circuit. The signals from your brain don't travel clearly, and your muscles can't respond accurately or quickly. This can lead to poor balance, slow reaction times, and a general sense of instability. You might find yourself reaching for furniture more often, hesitating at curbs, or feeling off when stepping onto uneven ground. A study from Oxford University found that seniors with low B12 levels walked more slowly, had worse balance, and were more than twice as likely to fall in the next year compared to those with normal levels. That's a significant difference not just in statistics, but in real life. Falling isn't just a momentary scare. For many seniors, It can be the beginning of a loss of independence. Now, why do so many older adults become deficient in B12? Two big reasons. First, your stomach produces less acid as you age. That acid is necessary to extract B12 from food. And if you're on medications like antacids, acid reducers, or metformin, absorption gets even worse. Second, your diet might not include enough B12-rich foods like red meat, fish, eggs, and dairy, especially if you're eating lighter or leaning more plant-based. Even if you're eating well, it's possible that your body just isn't pulling the B12 from food effectively anymore. That's why so many seniors are unknowingly walking around with low B12 thinking their fatigue, clumsiness, or forgetfulness is just part of getting older. So what should you look for? Besides the tingling or numbness in your feet, other signs include leg weakness when standing or walking, feeling like your legs aren't cooperating, or needing help with balance. Mental signs also pop up: brain fog, mood swings, mild depression, even difficulty sleeping. But here's the hopeful part. B12 deficiency is both preventable and fixable. A clinical trial published in the Journal of Gerontology showed that seniors who took 1,000 micrograms of B12 daily for just 8 weeks reported stronger legs, less numbness, and better coordination. Participants also felt more clear-headed and energetic. The form of B12 matters too. Look for methylcobalamin. It's the active form that your body can use immediately without needing to convert it. That's important because conversion gets less efficient as we age. You can take it as a chewable, lozenge, spray, or sublingual tablet that dissolves under the tongue. Morning or lunchtime is best, and avoid taking it with coffee or tea, which can block absorption. What about food? Yes. B12 is found in beef liver, salmon, eggs, and milk, but the amounts are small. One large egg only gives you about half a microgram. You'd need to eat a lot of these foods daily to get a meaningful dose. That's why a supplement is often the most practical solution. Is it safe? Absolutely. B12 is water-soluble, so any excess just gets flushed out. There's no known toxicity in healthy individuals, even at high doses. However, if you're on blood thinners or have kidney problems, check with your doctor first. If you've been noticing changes in your balance, leg strength, or even mental clarity, B12 might be the missing link. It's not about magic. It's about restoring the connection between your brain and your body. When that line is strong, your legs respond better. You walk more confidently, and you feel more like yourself again. So don't ignore the signs. Don't write it off as just age. Listen to what your body is telling you, and give it the fuel it needs to keep you moving, thinking, and thriving at any age. Now let's turn our attention to one of the most underappreciated vitamins when it comes to senior strength: vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. Think of this one as your body's power generator. It doesn't just help you feel energized, it literally fuels the muscles that keep you standing, walking, and living your life with independence. So, what does thiamine actually do? In simple terms, it helps your body convert the food you eat, especially carbs, into usable energy. This energy is called ATP, and it powers everything from your heartbeat to your brain activity to every step you take. Without enough B1, your body struggles to make energy efficiently, and your muscles suffer the consequences. They tire out faster, recover more slowly, and start to feel like you're dragging bricks with every move. And here's the frustrating part: most seniors don't even know they're low in it. That heaviness in your legs, the strange feeling of effort when walking short distances, or the deep muscle fatigue after just a few steps, those are red flags. You might also notice cramps in your calves, lightheadedness when standing, shortness of breath on stairs, or just a general sense of sluggishness. It's not just being out of shape. It could be a thiamine deficiency. Why does this happen? Several reasons. First, as you age, your ability to absorb thiamine from food naturally decreases. Second, common medications like diuretics for blood pressure or heart conditions can flush B1 out of your system. Third, even moderate alcohol intake like a glass of wine with dinner can interfere with how your body processes this vitamin. And finally, if your diet is light on whole grains, beans, or organ meats, you're likely not getting enough. The science backs it up. A 2021 study from Tokyo University showed that more than 30% of adults over 65 had low levels of thiamine. These individuals were more likely to struggle with walking, tire easily, and feel less steady on their feet. But the good news, when they were given B1 supplements just 100 milliliters a day, most participants reported feeling a noticeable difference within a week. Their energy improved, their legs felt lighter, and they could walk longer without needing to rest. So how much should you take? The daily recommended intake for adults is around 1.1 to 1.2 milligrams. But for therapeutic benefits, especially if you're already showing symptoms, many doctors recommend higher doses, often between 50 to 100 milligrams per day. Since thiamine is water-soluble, your body flushes out what it doesn't need, making it very safe for most people. The best time to take B1 is in the morning with your first meal. Pair it with some protein or healthy fat, like eggs, oatmeal, or nut butter to help your body use it effectively. Avoid coffee or tea at the same time since they can interfere with absorption. Of course, food sources are still important. Thiamine is found in brown rice, lentils, sunflower seeds, and pork. But let's be honest, most seniors aren't eating pork liver or handfuls of sunflower seeds every day. That's where a simple supplement can make a real difference. When you give your body the fuel it's been missing, things start to shift. You may feel more motivated to move, less hesitant to walk, and more confident navigating your day. It's like finally giving your engine the right oil and watching it run smoother. So if your legs have felt heavy, your energy low, or your steps unsure, don't ignore it. Thiamine might just be the missing ingredient your body's been quietly asking for. So now that you know the power behind vitamin D3, B12, and B1, the real question becomes, how do you put it all together in a simple, daily routine? The key to getting the most out of these vitamins is timing, consistency, and pairing them with the right foods. Let's start with the morning. This is when your body is waking up and ready to absorb nutrients. Begin your day with a balanced breakfast, something like a bowl of oatmeal with a spoonful of almond butter, or a couple of eggs with whole grain toast. Right after this meal, take your vitamin D3 and vitamin B1. D3 is fat-soluble, so it needs a little healthy fat to be absorbed properly. The B1, on the other hand, helps kickstart your metabolism and energy levels for the day. This combination sets the tone for movement, strength, and focus. Now, let's move to lunch. This is your window for vitamin B12, because B12 supports neurological function and alertness. Taking it midday can give you a mental and physical boost without disturbing your sleep. Try pairing it with a light, protein-rich lunch, maybe some grilled salmon, lentils, or tofu. Avoid coffee or black tea around this time, as they can reduce absorption. Consistency is crucial here. It's not about mega dosing or expecting instant results overnight. It's about building a rhythm. Think of your supplements like brushing your teeth, something you do every day. Not because you see the results immediately, but because you know it protects you in the long run. Many seniors have found that this routine not only improves their strength, but also restores confidence. They walk longer distances without getting tired. They stand up without needing to brace themselves. They move with purpose again. So if you're ready to turn knowledge into action, this daily schedule is your first real step forward. Now, you might be thinking, what if I miss a day? What if I forget? That's okay. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is momentum. Start with setting a reminder on your phone, or keeping your vitamins next to your breakfast bowl or coffee mug. Create an environment that supports your success. Some people like using a weekly pill organizer, while others jot it down on a calendar. Find what works for you. And remember, food matters too. Try to include a variety of whole foods throughout the week. Leafy greens, lean protein, healthy fats, and a splash of citrus here and there can really help your body absorb and use vitamins more efficiently. Think of your body as a garden. Vitamins are like water, but the soil has to be ready too. That means eating real, colorful, fresh meals whenever you can. Finally, pay attention to how you feel. Are you walking a little easier, feeling less tired by mid-afternoon, sleeping better at night? These are the small victories that signal your body is responding. Track your progress in a notebook or just take mental notes. It keeps you connected to the process. You're not just taking vitamins. You're reclaiming strength, stability, and peace of mind. And that starts with one small, consistent step each day. Keep going. You've got this. Let's bring everything together. If your legs have been feeling weak, if stairs seem steeper than they used to, or if you've found yourself hesitating before standing up, I want you to hear this clearly. It's not just aging. And more importantly, it's not permanent. These struggles are signals. Your body is talking to you. It's asking for help. And now, you know exactly how to respond. You've learned that vitamin D3 helps switch your muscles and bones back on, restoring strength and balance. You've seen how vitamin B12 keeps your nerves sharp and communication between your brain and legs strong. And you now understand that vitamin B1, or thiamine, fuels every movement you make by converting food into the energy your muscles rely on. These aren't just facts, they're tools, and they're within your reach. The road to feeling strong again doesn't require a gym membership or expensive therapies. It begins with paying attention, getting informed, and taking small but consistent steps, whether it's adding a D3 capsule to your breakfast, letting a B12 lozenge melt under your tongue at lunch, or starting your day with B1 alongside your oatmeal. It all matters. Each choice you make is a step back toward strength, control, and confidence. And don't underestimate what that means. Confidence is everything. It's the difference between sitting down because you have to and standing up because you want to. It's the ability to walk across a room without holding on to anything. It's trusting your legs to carry you through the day and your life. If you've been feeling unsure, hesitant, or even a little discouraged, I get it. But let this be your reminder that it's never too late to feel strong again. You have more power than you think. And now, you've got the knowledge to back it up. So here's what I'd love from you. If you've tried any of these vitamins before, or if you've started seeing changes in your leg strength or balance, share your story in the comments. You never know who you might inspire. And if this is your first step on the journey, welcome. You're not alone. And I'm cheering you on every step of the way. One more thing. This isn't just about vitamins. It's about taking ownership of your health journey. Aging isn't a problem to solve. It's a stage of life to embrace. And when you approach it with curiosity and intention, amazing things can happen. You might rediscover parts of yourself you thought were gone. You might walk further than you did last week. You might laugh more, sleep better, or simply feel proud that you took action when it mattered. If you've ever told yourself, it's too late, Let this be the moment you replace that thought with, "It starts today," because it truly can. Your body may have slowed down, but it hasn't given up, and neither should you. Keep asking questions, keep trying new things, and keep moving literally and figuratively. And if you know someone who's been struggling with leg weakness, balance issues, or low energy, send them this video. It might just be the encouragement they need. Thank you for watching, and thank you for choosing to invest in your well-being. You deserve strength, confidence, and freedom at every age. Let's do a quick recap, because I want to make sure you walk away from this feeling empowered. First, we talked about vitamin D3, the one that acts like a master switch for your bones and muscles. It helps your body absorb calcium, keeps your joints moving smoothly, and restores balance so you can walk with confidence again. If your legs have been feeling heavy or unstable, D3 could be the turning point. Then we covered vitamin B12, the unsung hero for nerve health. It rebuilds the bridge between your brain and your muscles, helping with coordination, quick reflexes, and overall steadiness. If you've been tripping more, feeling foggy, or just not moving the way you used to, B12 might be what your system has been silently craving. And let's not forget vitamin B1 or thiamine, the energy generator. Without it, even the best muscles and nerves can't function properly. Thiamine powers your every move by turning food into usable fuel. It's like giving your engine the right oil so you don't stall mid-stride. Together, these three nutrients form a powerhouse trio for anyone over 60 looking to restore strength, balance, and independence. This isn't just about vitamins, it's about reclaiming control over your body and your freedom. It's about not letting age decide what you can or can't do. So take what you've learned today and use it. Whether it's a small shift in your breakfast routine or a trip to the pharmacy with purpose, you've already taken the first step. The rest, that's yours to walk one strong, steady step at a time. And here's something to keep in mind. This isn't a one-size-fits-all journey. Your body is unique, and your progress might look different from someone else's. That's okay. What matters is that you stay curious, stay consistent, and most importantly, stay kind to yourself along the way. If you ever feel stuck, remember this transformation doesn't happen overnight. It happens in the quiet decisions, choosing to nourish your body, choosing to move even when it feels hard, and choosing to believe that better is possible. You've already proven that you care about your health by being here. That's a big deal. So give yourself credit and keep going. Your future self will thank you.